The power of no builds unstoppable confidence. In today's world, confidence is key. In whatever you're doing, you need to feel confident, you need to have belief in yourself, and you need to strive to become the best human you can be. I want to talk to you about the power of no by giving you 5 reasons no is not a negative. Before we do that though, what we got to figure out is why no gets such a bad rap. I mean, think about it. When you're a toddler, what's the first thing you hear? No, don't touch that. No, get away from that. Mom, can I have a candy? No. Mom, can so-and-so spend the night? No. Can I go out with my friends? No, you can't. We're staying in this weekend. No, no, no. You're told no. It's a negative. It's a no, it's not good enough for you. No, you're not good enough for it. No, you can't have it. It gets a bad rap. When you get a little bit older and you start finding a little bit of a attraction between you and somebody else, you want to say, hey, you want to go out sometime? No. That rejection, that fear of rejection, hearing that no, your self-worth is tied into that rejection, and that just floors you. That no can crush you, can hurt. It hurts a lot. And that fear of rejection is why no hurts so much. We're also afraid to say no because we want to please people. You've heard of people pleasers. Heck, I'm one a lot of times. It's easier to say yes and do something than it is to say no and deal with the consequences. The challenge with that though is really the consequences that you're thinking are in your mind. You don't know how the other person's going to perceive it. You don't know how the other person's going to react to it. You're building it up in your mind to make that so bad that you would rather be a people pleaser and say yes to stuff you may not want to do. The last reason no gets such a bad rap is because a lot of times it's associated with a lack of control. When you ask, can I do something? Boss, I'm going to try this new technique. No. I'm going to try this. No. You're not allowed to control the things that you want to do. And you sort of feel helpless, defenseless. And those no's let you know that you don't have as much power as you think you do. Now, let's move on to the 5 things that I think empower you through the word no. The ability to say no protects your time and energy. Just this week, I was asked to do something at work. I didn't really want to do it. It was going to require me to give up about 3 to 4 hours one evening, but they asked, and like I said a second ago, I didn't want to deal with the no. So I said, okay, sure. A day or 2 later, I get an email all of a sudden telling me all the things that we're going to do, how we're going to do it, all this kind of stuff. I had no control. I did not like the situation. And so I basically went back to them and I said, listen, I know you need somebody to do this, but things just aren't working out the way I want it to. I'm going to respectfully say no. And I took back my energy and my time. I took back my freedom, for lack of a better way of putting it. And I didn't feel guilty about it at all. And honestly, that little tidbit right there just spurned the thought in me of how awesome being able to feel confident in your no can make you feel. So protect your time and energy is one big thing about no. It can also establish boundaries. A strong no lets people know that you have self-respect. And it also lets them know how they should treat you. Now, I'm not talking about no! What I'm talking about is when people ask you to do stuff, you give them a no. I don't have time to do it. No, that's not something I'm interested in. No, thank you. Be polite, be respectful, set some boundaries so that people will respect your time, okay? Check with you, and maybe the next time they ask you, it could turn into what I like to call a more powerful yes. Powerful yes moments are when somebody asks you to do something and you're passionate about it and it's something you believe in and it's something that you really can get behind and you want to help collaborate with this person or that group or something like that to achieve this goal. When you say no to the mundane things that don't interest you, when you have something that lines up with what you're passionate about, it really makes a powerful yes moment. And being able to say no builds this wonderful thing called confidence. When you say no, you're taking control of you. You're taking control of your mind, your mindset, your time, your energy, where you put your focus, and having control of that builds confidence. And confidence in today's world is vital if you're going to move forward. The more confident in who you are, the more self-respect you have, the stronger your yeses are going to be, the more confident your nos are going to be. And believe it or not, with the ability to say no confidently, people are going to respect you more. They're going to value you more. They're not going to try to walk all over you. They're going to actually respect your time. They're going to respect your thought. They're going to respect your energy when you do give it. And you're going to find that you're attracting a lot more like-minded people to you than just being the people pleaser, the front doormat, whatever you want to call it, that people just know, oh, I'll ask Jim because Jim always says yes. That's not terribly respectful. That's taking you for granted. And nobody wants to be taken for granted. That's why the ability to say no is so empowering in so many different ways. The last thing no does is it redefines failure, especially if you're in a job or some sort of line of work where you're going to get a lot of no's. Every no is one step closer to that yes. Every no to whatever it is that you're selling, whatever it is that you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, is one more step towards your goal, one more step towards that huge sale. So it redefines failure. It's not that you are a failure, it's that you fail for that brief moment, and it builds a little bit more confidence, like I said just a second ago, to move on to the next step, the next no, the next no, the next no. I mean, in relationships, you might get quite a few no's before you get that yes, before you get that cup of coffee with that hottie, if you know what I'm saying. But it redefines it for you. It builds that confidence for you, okay? No protects your time and energy. No is an awesome way to let people know to respect you. If you're still here and you found some value in this video, share it with a friend. Drop me a comment below about how no either affects you negatively or positively. Do you use it as a tool to build confidence? Do you use it as a tool for self-respect? Or is it something that you have a really hard time with? You're more on the people pleaser side. It's easier to say yes than it is to say no. I'm curious. I'd like to have conversations. Drop some comments below. Let's talk about it.